Hello and welcome back everyone for another PKIdeas shorts video. This is the 15th one for this season and the 14th one for this year. So today what we'll be looking at is a game between Reti as white and Joe's role Capablanca as black. And so this game was played in 1928 in Berlin. The game started off with the first move e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop b5, d6, and the fourth move was c3. Now this opening is the Ra Lopez, but it's called a deferred stained. So a6 was played by black, bishop to a4, f5, and now here in this position Reti decided to do something questioning. He decided to play d4, at which I questioned this move, and so I decided to play something like e takes f5. What would happen? So bishop takes f5, castles, e4 and knight d4. Here in this position we can see that white is attacking this knight 2 times and black is only defending it once, and so the bishop might have to go back, or the queen might have to go to d7 to try and defend the knight. And so here in this position, notice that the bishop is also attacked by white, and there are chances of white playing something like queen to h5 and rook to e1. And so that was the idea behind e takes f5 that I analyzed, and what happened in the game was move number 6, d4, after which f takes e4, knight g5, e takes d4, knight takes e4, knight f6, bishop g5, bishop e7, and now here in this position what white played was an absolute blunder. He played queen takes d4. The reason why this is a blunder is because Reti took Capablanca too easy, and he tried to prematurely attack and try to win the game early, after which Capablanca replied normally by playing b5, after which knight takes f6 check, g takes f6. Notice in this position there are 3 white pieces on pre, this bishop, this queen via this, and this bishop via the pawn on f6. And so queen d5 was played, after which b takes a4, bishop to h6, queen to d7, castles, bishop to b7. Now notice in this position, if for instance this knight was gone, black would be aiming right for the white king, and this queen is aiming right for the white king, and so if castles were to happen, this rook over here would also be aiming for the white king, and so 3 pieces against 1 defender is usually a win for the attacking side. So bishop to g7 was played with queenside castles, bishop takes h8, knight to e5, queen to d1. Now notice here what I told you before about the bishop and the rook coming over and probably the queen coming over. Now here in this position what black played was a marvelous move. Notice here if black played something like rook to over here, white would play f3 and successfully defending this pawn over here. And so to stop that, what Capablanca played was that he played bishop to f3, which is an amazing move, because notice here this move cannot be played, queen takes cannot be played. If g takes f3 is played, the queen just simply goes here with the rook going here, which is actually what happened in the game. So g takes f3, queen to h3. Now here in this position what I want you to try and find is what would happen after queen to d5. Your hint is that it is going to be checkmate in 7. Okay, so have you found it? The move is c6. Notice the queen over here is defending f3 and defending the square on g8. So what we have to do is to chase away this queen, and so queen to e6 was played, which is forced because if he plays any other move, rook g8 happens, and if he moves away from, well, he has to move away, so queen takes, and queen to e6 has to stop checkmate. So queen takes e6, knight to d2, knight takes f3, king g2, after which queen g4 check, king h1, rook g8, and here bishop to g7 is forced, rook takes g7, rook g1. Now here what I want you to do is try and find checkmate in 2. It's pretty obvious. Alright, so the move is queen takes g1, rook takes g1, and rook takes g1 checkmate. Now notice here the message in the game is to not attack prematurely. This all went wrong when Reti played queen takes d4, tried to attack prematurely, get his queen out early, and try and checkmate Capablanca. But unfortunately, it didn't work because he did not have concrete analysis. And I hope you enjoyed that game. It was a short game, but it was a nice game. So if you like that video, please go down to the like button below and just hit that. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel for other great videos that I will be putting out, and I will see you next time.